Iron Michael Chandler, former decorated wrestler at Missouri. He walked on there. That remains his calling card. See you at the top has not been realized, but he continues on that trek to it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Michael Chandler exploded into the UFC when he was able to land that beautiful knockout against Dan Hooker. And since then, it has been all systems go. An NCAA All-American at the University of Missouri. But you wouldn't know that when you watch Chandler compete. He's more than willing to stand and trade. He famously was compared to Arturo Gatti by Dana White. When you compare it to that type of guy, a blood and guts warrior, you know that you are a face-first fighter.
Michael Chandler, ready to battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. Well, there have certainly been a lot of shining moments thus far for the Brazilian lightweight contender, Mauricio Ruffy. Crazy to think that he was suboptimal health-wise going into UFC 325 when he turned in essentially a masterpiece against Rafael Fiziev.
I mean, just that victory, right? Some of the names that he already has on his resume is very impressive for a guy that has not been here very long. He's an amazing striker, tremendously athletic, so fast, quick, and it's the unique style that he fights with that gives guys problems. So the spinning back kick, the spinning hook kick, all those things, use them tonight inside the octagon to try to get your hand raised.
All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tail of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for your main event introductions, the one, the only, Bruce Buck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Iron Michael Chandler. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Mauricio Ruffy.
Mark Goddard, as good as it gets if you're a fighter. Probably the guy you want in there. All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. Been a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. Well, John, also UFC 200. I got to stand across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
All right, Mauricio Ruffy out of that patented stance, heavy on that lead leg.
Heavy on that lead leg, big, long, wide stance, letting himself dart in and out because of the size that he has at this weight class.
Both guys just so cool and collected. Oh, massive connection early, round one. We might get a finish here.
I mean, that was beautiful. Great job setting it up, getting the punch to the target, and hurting your opponent very early in the fight.
Once again, looking for that highlight reel KO with that front kick. All right, so a stunning strike moments ago. Now we'll see the extent to which his opponent has recovered.
Yeah, the opponent's tough, but his power has been on display very early. Got to the clinch, controlled the posture, and land some big knees coming close.
Man, there's that body shot again. Defense has got to make some adjustments here.
And if the defense don't get better, at some point you're going to see him start to really show the effects of this body work. I love a fighter that makes that investment into the body early to get the dividends later in the fight.
Well, perhaps in our fighter meeting Thursday, we thought he was overconfident. Not at all the case. He's on fire tonight.
Well, when you prep the way that he's prepped, you walk into a meeting and speak the way that he did. And his performance is showing that this wasn't just talk. He's all action.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Well, not a guy you want on top of you. Ground and pound strikes piling up here. Good work by Ruffy. And he's back up.
What a beautiful setup on that head kick. Now Johnny's got to find that finish.
Final seconds of round one. Chandler's cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues. All right, that's the end of the round. You see the cut on his forehead. The blood is trickling down, so we'll see if that becomes an issue or more of a factor here later in this fight. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You okay? Good. Let's
All
get it
right,
work.
round two. Oh, now we're seeing a lot of work to the body. A couple of those shots got through, and those will add up quickly, right? Even if you have the strongest core in the game, you don't want to take too many of those shots in and around your organs. All right, champ, starting to see some swelling upstairs now.
Well, he's taking way too many shots to the head. You gotta move your head. You cannot be on a straight line. Otherwise, you will take shots, and that shot, and another shot into your face on this one. Oh, he's hurt bad.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Chandler going for the takedown here. Nothing doing there. Effective as straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad.
Oh, man, he's on. And still the undisputed king of the lightweights.
This guy is amazing, John. Time and time again, he puts his skills on display. What a beast the champion is.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Honors called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 52 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Mauricio Ruffy.
All right, so he defends the UFC lightweight title tonight, and I think in so doing starts to close the gap on the pantheon of lightweight greats. A hugely successful defense tonight.